Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Warhawk. This is episode 9 and I'm your host, Sophia Smith. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and today we have a brand new guest, and she's a pretty well-known face around campus, at least for me, and I'm so excited that she's on here. So if you want to introduce yourself, give us your name, grade, and your major.
Cool beans. Hey everybody, I'm Alexia Lewis. I am a junior here on campus, and I am studying marketing with a professional sales emphasis and a sales leadership and development certificate.
Awesome. So we're going to jump right into our first topic, getting to know our guest. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, if you want to tell us about anything about your family, and one fun fact about you.
Oh, okay. So I'm originally from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, which is like north of Eau Claire, which is like 4 hours from Whitewater. So yeah, a little bit of a hike, country girl, but yeah, fun fact about me is, oh my gosh. So when I was like a toddler, apparently I had my little like ham sandwich, and I apparently didn't like it, and I like threw it, and it hit my grandpa on like the side of his face.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was just a toddler. Don't judge, but
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically what she said, Chippewa Falls, I kind of know where that area is, but if anybody doesn't know, it's kind of far away from here. Anyways, so thank you for telling us a little bit about yourself. So jumping into our second topic, really the reason I reached out to her to be on this podcast is just because of her involvement with AMA and overall the impact she's had on the university and being a CoBE student. So we're going to jump right into some of those questions. So why did you choose to attend UW-Whitewater? Really, what was the reason behind it? Mentors, campus location, or anything that just pulled you to come to this college?
I never even heard about it before, like, I went to this camp in high school, and one of the admissions counselors was at this like little career fair, and at that time I wanted to go out of state for like college, and for like the longest time I'm like, I want to get out of Wisconsin, get out of the cold, you know. And at that point I realized how much out of state tuition cost. Arm and a leg, and I didn't want to pay for that, especially for paying for college like on your own. It's not easy. So I was just like, okay, I need to figure out where I need to go. And so I like talked to this girl, like I was just like gonna pass by her booth too. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love your nails. I'm like, oh, thank you, I love yours. And then we started talking about like girl stuff. And I'm like, okay, like what school are you? And like I was just like asking her questions. She's like, oh, like I'm Whitewater. Like she's like, what are you studying? I'm like, I want to study like business, because at that time I didn't know if I wanted to do marketing or not. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I just got a really good vibe from her. And then she like told me about how Whitewater had like a really great business school, and I'm like, cool, like I've never heard of you guys, but like she said like, yeah, we're like CSB accredited for like accounting and like another certificate, and so like we're the top 2% of business schools or whatever. I'm like, what? That's so cool. Like I want to be where the best of the best are. And I already saw like Whitewater like won a lot of stuff like for their different clubs. Like I saw like as a high school student, I saw that, and I was like, that's really cool. Like I want to be a bunch of the best. And so I got a really good vibe from her, and I'm just like, cool. And then I toured Whitewater. I loved the campus, because I'm like I said, I'm like from the country, so it's like I like how it's not like in the middle of a big city, because I could not handle that. No can do. So yeah, I just had a good vibe, and I loved the campus. And
awesome. We were talking about that earlier. I was kind of telling you my story about like the impact of the people who are like the advisors, the tour guides. It really does like make a difference in deciding if you want to come here. So what made you decide your major, and then what has been your favorite part about being a student so far here?
Really good question. So I came to Whitewater, like my first semester, I was business undecided. I knew I wanted to do business, but I didn't know if like what exactly, what facet, because I did a lot of different, like I did DECA and FBLA in high school, and so like I knew I wanted that, but I just like I could just see myself doing a lot of different things. And so it was actually fall semester, my freshman year, so like my very first semester here, I saw that they're doing like a perfect pitch competition, and I'm really competitive. Like I'm not like big into like physical sports, but like the other competitions like I love. And I was like, okay, like let me do this, you know? And so I went to this perfect pitch competition with like one of my friends, because like our one of our principal's classes was talking about it. And so I did that, and I didn't place or anything. Like I just like went, but I like talked to like a lot of people who were like in AMA, because AMA runs the perfect pitch competitions, and a lot of people who were like running it. And then I got reached out to by one of like the junior like one of like our AMA presidents, and she was just like, hey, your name got thrown out to me about being like into like sales and stuff or like competitions. I'm like, yeah. And she's just like, I want you to meet our marketing department like our faculty advisor. And I'm like, okay, like what does that mean? And so I met with him. That was Jimmy Peltier at the time. And he was like asking me questions about like my competitiveness and like if I'm interested in like sales. And I'm just like, well, I had a sales job in high school, but I never really like thought about it like as like an actual career. And I'm like, sure. And he's just like, okay, like we have the sales team. I think you'd be a good fit based off like your personality and stuff. You should like join our sales team. And I'm like, okay. And so I went on like a sales competition as an alternate. So I just like seeing the way the competition works, like the Whitewater way behind all the sales stuff that we do. And I was just like, cool. And then so I changed my major into marketing with a professional sales emphasis because I realized I love sales. Like I love talking to people. I think it's a really good fit for my personality. So,
all right. So jumping into our next question, what has been your favorite part about being a UW student so far?
Yeah, my favorite part about being a student here at Whitewater is definitely just, like, the opportunities that we have here. Like, it's, like, if you're willing to put in the work and the effort into it, like, you can literally do anything. There's so many things you can do. So I definitely love the opportunities and the travel. Like, I've gotten to travel all across the country, and I'll be going international this summer because of the programs that we have here at Whitewater.
We were talking about that earlier, and it kind of is a good transition to our next topic, but she says she's going to Germany, so if you guys want to figure out why she's going to Germany, continue watching this, but jumping into topic 3, so AMA involvement. If anybody doesn't know, AMA is the American Marketing Association, and Whitewater, their AMA chapter is just insane. Everything they do is crazy, and I'm always seeing stuff online about them, so she's a great guest to have because she's such a big part of it, and she's going to give us some great insight about like what AMA is, what she does, and just kind of the behind the scenes of everything. So jumping right in, give us a brief rundown of what AMA is and then what you specifically do within the organization.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, AMA is American Marketing Association. So American Marketing Association has collegiate and professional levels. So we obviously work a college, so we're the collegiate level. And so we have our chapter here at Whitewater. It's been around since, oh my goodness.
Probably a long time.
A long time. Like, I want to say like 19 something. Like it's been around for a good amount of time. And so AMA obviously it's a marketing organization. So we have multiple divisions. They like to describe it as like an umbrella. So like we have our AMA board. So that's going to be like the people who help run AMA as a whole. But then there's different divisions. So we have our CMU account, which is Creative Marketing Unlimited. So that's going to be our marketing consulting firm through AMA. So it's like students here at Whitewater, they can have the opportunity to join the AMA CMU, we call it, and you get to have like real world clients and do their marketing for them, which is such a cool opportunity if like you're into like the marketing side of it. So we have that division. We have digital and AI, where you get to learn how to use digital marketing and how to use AI with that too, since it's been so up and coming. We have belonging, which is like diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. So like that kind of side of it, where they get to work with diverse business owners and get to do their marketing efforts with them. We have social impact, which does like nonprofit organizations and helps them with their marketing efforts. Like we're a local one, like Triple H Ranch. We're going to see if we can partner with them pretty soon. And we work with Fairhaven and stuff like that. And then we also have sales. And then we have content, which is like they do all of our videos and stuff. But I'm like mostly a part of like sales. So obviously, as a sales major, we have our Sales Institute here. So Institute of Sales Excellence. I'm a part of their sales team, and that's going to be correlated with the AMA sales team. And that's basically, we have sales competitions across the nation that we go to. Whitewater is literally the top dog. Like, no one's like Whitewater. Like, genuinely in everything that we do. And, so I'm on their sales board. So I do from freshman year to sophomore year, I was their VP of training. So, like, I helped train sales students up and, like, learn the different ways we do the competitions and how to win the comps and stuff like that. And then now this past semester, I was the VP of competition. So, VP of competition preparation. So I would help like set up the competitions on like day of, like with setting up the room, setting up like the clipboards, getting the judges where they need to go, stuff like that. So I'm like on their leadership for the sales team because we have sales competitions internally and externally that we go to. So we host a lot during the school year, and then we go to a lot during the school year as well.
Awesome. So basically everything you just said tells anybody who's watching this there's something for you in AMA. Like, there's so many branches. Like, the couple meetings I've been to, it's just like I'm amazed of how many opportunities they have for literally every student. You don't just have to be a marketing major. Like, even though marketing's in the title, there's like you could be any major and they probably have something for you. So you kind of were talking about it earlier, but like what led you to join AMA, and how long have you been involved in it?
Yeah, so I've been involved in it since my first semester of freshman year. So literally since day one.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to get involved with student org on campus because I knew that's the way that I was going to be able to develop my resume and just gain experience in general, because I did stuff like that in high school. So I just knew I wanted to do it, and I would, like, looked at a different couple organizations, and AMA just really stuck out to me because, like, the people that I, like, talked to at the involvement fair, they seemed, like, just so genuine, just like, hey, like, you should join. Like, they, with all the opportunities that they have, and also it's free to join, too.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to pay a dime to go to the places that I've gotten to go to. I didn't have to pay a dime to, there's a lot of other organizations, like, you have to pay, like, annual fees and stuff, like, that can range from, like, $30 to $100. AMA is free because of our corporate sponsors. They pay those dues for us because they know how valuable it is to be a part of AMA. And so, yeah, I joined, and because of the people I was around with and just the opportunities. Like, I love to travel. Like, I want to travel the world. And with AMA, I've gotten to go to, like, 5 different states within the U.S., and now I'm going internationally. And I didn't have to pay a dime. I just had to put work in to represent the university and win competitions. Easy money.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. So this is going to be kind of like you can use your sales talents here, but what is something you would tell a student who's thinking about joining AMA?
Do it. Like, literally just do it. It's free to join. So if you can't say there's a financial barrier, there is also just endless opportunities. And especially in, like, the job market nowadays, it is so tough.
Yeah, it's a resume builder for sure.
Exactly. You need to build your resume and get experience. How else are you going to do that without getting involved?
Exactly.
Joining AMA, you can, if you're interested in marketing and, like, the actual content beside of it. We have our content division. We have our Creative Marketing Unlimited, where you get to work with literal businesses and help them create their marketing elements. If you're big into, like, nonprofits, we have that for you too. If you're interested in analytics, like, we have those parts too. Like, I have friends in AMA that are accounting majors, HR managers, business stats, like, all, like, just different majors. And yeah, so do it. Like, you can gain so much experience. I have gotten to we'll talk about this later, the case presentation, but I've gotten to, like, present in front of marketing vice presidents.
That's crazy.
Because of AMA, because of my experience. Like, you get to learn how to talk like this with people that you just met. Like, do it. Just do it. Like, genuinely get involved, join leadership, go on the trips, go. Like,
there's just endless opportunities. And I think for me, like, I'm doing my best to get involved as a freshman, but just putting yourself out there is so important. No matter what, even if it's not AMA, like, the whole message is just you got to get involved. You got to put yourself out there. The opportunities are endless when you really just, like, put in the work, like you said. Which that leads into our next question. So how do you think AMA has benefited you this far in your college career, and what do you think you're going to get out of it for your future?
Yeah. Wow. That's a really good question, because there is so many benefits. My confidence has gone up. My experience has gone up. I've literally gotten 2 Fortune 500 internships because of my experience in AMA. I've gotten to learn how to communicate better. I have gotten to learn how to sell. Like, especially as a sales, like, girl, like, I've gotten to learn how to do it, and do it in an authentic way, not trying to follow a sales script. Like, I could, like, have a conversation with someone and figure out their needs and be able to position my product that I would be selling based off of the conversation, not because of a script. Like, being able to work around those things, ask right questions, just get to know people better and building up those soft skills. Because you can have technical skills all day long, but if you don't have soft skills, you're not going to be able to sell yourself and I think be successful in the future.
Awesome. So moving into our topic 4, another reason why I reached out to her was because I saw that her and her team were super successful at a recent competition. So for the people watching, give us a little rundown on what the competition was, as someone who I'm not super familiar with the case competitions, but give us a rundown on what it was and where was it held.
Yeah, so the competition itself was held in our International Collegiate Conference, and that was hosted in Chicago this past year. Years prior, it was hosted in New Orleans. So that's where the competition was at. And so the case competition, it's a year-long project. So we get the case, I think we got it like the last week of September this year. So we had a very short time period to do this.
Yeah.
So we got the case. It's a corporate company or organization that has a marketing problem, and they give us like a case document of like, okay, this is the problem, this is what we want you to solve in regards to our marketing problem. And we're like, okay, got it. And so we've been doing this competition for like years. And so we get this problem, and this past year the corporate sponsor was Deloitte and Major League Baseball, like literally the MLB.
That's
so
crazy.
Cool. And the problem this year was the MLB wanted to find a way to market the game to Generation Z, and how to do that, how to get them engaged and like build them up and all those different facets. And so we had 11 weeks to prepare a 40-page marketing proposal document, 20 pages of strictly just writing about our research, about our tactics, everything, and an additional 20 pages of like data and graphs and everything. So we only had 11 weeks to prepare a 40-page document from primary research to secondary research. We did that all in-house. We did case studies. We did surveys that we sent out. Like, so much work went behind this because we had to prove, like, why our ideas would be actually successful.
Work,
Yes. And, so we had 11 weeks to do that. And then we found out last week of January, if we made finals. So they have, like, thousands of universities that submit this 40-page case document, and out of those thousands of universities, they dwindled down to 110. Yes, 110
still a lot of finalists.
Yes,
but like you guys made the cut for like the final group that would go to the competition.
So we made the final cut. So there was 11 universities out of 100. Okay, sorry, I'm getting hung up on the numbers. Anyways, out of a certain amount of universities, our team made the finals. And so because we made the finals, we got to present our documents to literally the vice presidents of Deloitte and Major League Baseball.
That's insane.
Crazy. Who gets that experience as a literal junior, sophomore, whatever in college? What?
Yeah,
it was
insane.
So cool.
So moving on, so they obviously won the competition. So take us back to the moment when you and your team found out you won. What was that really like?
Yeah, that was a really great experience because we put all of our effort in, from like the case document to creating a presentation of 200 plus slides, and we had to present this presentation for 25 minutes. And so we poured our heart out into it. When we were competing, it was 25 minutes of just like us competing. Where we like presented a fully memorized 25-minute presentation, like, and we had to like have it so down pat that like every word that came out of our mouth, we had something on the screen that like a graphic or something that matched with it, and like if you click it, and it was just so oh my goodness. So we had to have it like down pat. And so we presented earlier the day before that presentation. Then we had 10 minutes of Q&A from these like vice presidents. Crazy. And so we were just like, oh my gosh, put so much effort into this. And when we like, it was an award ceremony. Yeah. And we're all like sitting at these tables. Like everyone on our team was like at the same table because it's just like we poured so much into this. And they were announcing like they had multiple like people in third place, honorable mentions, second place. And then after like the second or third university that got nominated for second was up, we like all looked at each other like, Whitewater hasn't been called yet. Like what? And because like this was my first time doing the case competition, so like I didn't know how ICC worked. I didn't know how they did that. I'm just like, did we like not make it at all? Like, what do you mean? And then so we're all like, there's a video on social media.
I saw the video. So I was like, I know what the video you're talking about, but you guys were all like huddled together and stuff.
Yeah, and so like we were like, I'm like sitting like this, like freaking out because I'm just like, did we not do good at all? Like our presentation when we competed, flawless, literally perfection. And so we're all like at the table just like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? And then they say our name. We're like, oh my gosh, dude, I literally started crying. Literally everyone who like was on that team, because we poured hours upon hours into this. and we all started crying. It was just like so much like genuine like joy.
Yeah.
Because like all your hard work pays off.
Yeah, and you guys like totally deserved it with everything you put into it.
But yeah.
So that's an awesome moment, and it just like adds on to how great of a like organization AMA is and the opportunities you get. So what is something you learned from competing that you will continue to use in your future?
Yeah, one huge thing that I learned, because when they first asked me to be on the presenting team, because we had like the people behind the scenes who did like the research and stuff, and the people who did like the graphics, but they asked me to be on the presenting team. And when they first asked me, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm like good enough for this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm qualified. Like, yes, I had my sales experience, but this is like presenting like a memorized like presentation. Sales is just asking questions. And so I just dealt with a lot of like self-doubt, if I'm being so honest. And that was like a big thing that I was just like, oh, like working through during this time. Like, I don't know if I can do it. But I like learned that like I can literally do anything I put my mind to. Exactly. Which sounds so cliche.
But it's true.
Literally, you genuinely can. Like, if you put in the work into it, and that's something I'm going to hold on to. And, like, when I do, like, future, like, proposals and stuff, like, because I want to go into the corporate world and, like, just knowing that I can do it and I can win, too.
Exactly.
Like, obviously, there's so many people who put into the team. Like, we all put equal efforts in. But, like, if you generally do it, like, you can win and you'll see success. Just, like, work hard. Do it. So
awesome. That's great advice, and honestly finding the confidence to be able to like do that 25-minute presentation is just insane, and it's only going to help you in your future career. So I really appreciate you being on this podcast. We're going to jump into our closing topic. So it's a couple more questions, but it's more student related and advice related. So what is one goal you want to achieve by the end of this spring semester? I know we only got 5 weeks, and when I would ask other people it was like a little earlier, but what is something you want to achieve by the end of the semester for a personal goal, and related, or just really anything?
Yeah, I think, because I'm going to Germany with the Sales Institute, so we'll be gone for 10 days, and we're partnering with the sister university out there. And I think my goal would just be, like, just to soak up every moment of that, because, like, I've never been to Europe before, so being able to, like, soak up that opportunity, because it's, like, not many universities get to do that, and I get to go for virtually free. Yeah. So just soaking up every moment while I'm in Germany, I think would be like one of my biggest goals is just just not be on my phone, just be
take
present.
It all in and really experience it. So finally, our last question. So what is one piece of advice you would give your younger self or someone who's thinking about taking the same path as you? Yeah, that's a really good question. I would say don't doubt yourself, because there's so many people who can doubt you. Don't doubt yourself. Trust yourself, respect yourself enough to be like, you know what, I can do this and I will do this. And because I feel like, especially as women too, like we deal with a lot of self-doubt, we deal with a lot of like insecurities and stuff. So I think genuinely is, like, I was someone who's like thinking about going down like the same like marketing sales path. It's just like, be yourself and don't doubt yourself, because like you are uniquely made to be yourself. No one else is like you. Don't try to be like anyone else, because you are exactly who you are for a reason, and use that to the best of your abilities, because people will naturally gravitate to you if you're authentic. So be authentic and trust yourself, literally. Awesome. That's great advice. I really love that. And that's honestly like some of the best advice I've heard on this podcast so far. But I really appreciate you being on here. It was a great time talking to you. Even we had a couple of technical difficulties beforehand. But I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on here. And I hope anybody who's watching this, that you join AMA, because it's a great organization to be a part of. And overall, just get yourself out there and put in the work, and the opportunities will come to you. So again, this is episode 9 of Warhawk to Warhawk. I'm your host, Sophia Smith, and we will catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you. Bye.